afternoon, welcome to the channel. My name is Beena and this here little fella is of course Walter. Hope you're well. You join me on a lovely day here in Bedfordshire. It's 23 degrees, the sun is out, very pleasant. It is Saturday the 31st of May 2025, not that that really matters, but I always seem to do the date at the beginning of these for some reason. Who knows why? Because I'm a little bit weird, clearly. As usual, we have no plan today. We're just out pottering, just killing a little bit of time before the Formula 1 qualifying comes on, and taking advantage of this lovely weather. I did get a text message from my boss a little while ago saying that he wasn't too far away from me. Shuttleworth, at the Shuttleworth collection. Now he lives down in South London, I believe, so it would have been nice to go and catch up with him. I was going to pop across on Walter and say hello, but it looks like they've got a military air show on there today, and you have to pay to even go in the free car park and cafe, so I won't do that. So I'm just going to go off on a bimble as usual, see what we can see what we can talk about, because you're not going to believe this, but I have not thought this through. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about today. Who knows? Something will come to me, I'm sure, and it'll probably be banal and pointless. Probably some great weather at the moment in the UK. The time of year, it's been the hottest, driest spring on record. I think it's going to come to an end on Monday. But yeah, it's nice. Knowing the British weather, this will be what constitutes our summer. I think this happened last year. I'm pretty sure last year we had a really nice spring, maybe in June time, and it was lovely weather for a while, and then for the majority of the summer I absolutely pissed it down. Which is why I didn't rack up a lot of miles on Walter last year. That and obviously the elbow operation. Well, that was this year, wasn't it? Speaking of Walter and his mileage, it's time for his first service, so I popped down to Letchworth yesterday and booked him in. So end of June he's off to have his first service, and I'm going to get a loaner bike. I'm hoping it's going to be something a bit different. They tell me they have a Meteor 350 as a loan bike, which would be interesting to ride, because I've never ridden a kind of foot forward, pegs forward bike, which is coincidental. There's two bikes come around the corner with exactly that configuration. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I'd like it, because I do like to ride quite, as I mentioned in my last video, I do like to ride quite close to the tank, with my knees hugging the tank and on the balls of my feet on the pegs. So it would be an interesting sensation, kind of sat back with my feet forward. Well, that's one option. They also have a Hunter, and I hope it's not a Hunter, because although it's a great little bike, I've had that a few times as a loaner at a different dealership, so like something a bit different. But they did say I could potentially take out, go for a test ride on one of their, a couple of their other models, so potentially might try the, oh, my mind's just gone completely blank, the Gorilla. They've got a Gorilla demo down there, or the Bear even, maybe. What they did have down there was one of the new classic 650s, and I have to say I've not really been a fan of them in the pictures. I'm sure I've said this before about some of the other models in the range that I didn't really like until I saw them in the flesh. The Hemi 450 is one of those. Didn't like that at all in pictures. In the flesh it's actually quite a nice looking bike. But yeah, the classic 650, they've got one in there in the that comes with the black and chrome colour scheme. maybe that one has 6 gears, unlike this one, which I just went for 6th on. But yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, I'm still put off by the weight of it. I wouldn't fancy it, but yeah, looked a lot better than I thought. And I haven't seen many pictures of the black and chrome version. All the pictures I seem to see are that sort of cream and red that looks a bit like a boiled sweet, and the sort of what would it be? Oh, my mind is really not working today. I'm very tired. A sort of greeny colour. That word will come to me. What the bloody hell is that colour? Green. Whatever. Anyway, that one. And although I am a fan of that shade of green, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me on that bike. But yeah, it's weird though, isn't it? You do get that a lot with. Should we go down here? Yeah, why not? I do find that a lot with things, not just bikes, that I see them online or in magazines and think, not for me, and then you see them in person and you think, oh wow, that's really cool. A bit like that with wristwatches, because regular viewers will know that I've got a bit of an obsession with watches. It's one of my special focus features for my autism. Ever since I was a lad, I've been fascinated by watches and clocks, and yeah, I've got quite a few watches in my stable. Yeah, and oftentimes I've seen those online and thought, not really like that, and then I've seen them in person and thought, wow, that is so cool, I have to have it. So yeah, anyway, looking forward to going and trying a different bike, and it's quite a nice ride down that way. I'm really fortunate that the 2 dealerships that are within spitting distance of me. Well, not really. Both are a lovely ride out to get to them. Yeah, let's just hope it's not pissing it down that day. We hear M1. The M1 over there? Yeah. Well, it's a nice sunny day, but it is very claggy. That's kind of the downside with UK summertime. We don't just get a nice dry heat that we can enjoy. It's usually accompanied with horrible humidity, and today and yesterday have been no exception really. So I'm very glad that I've got my perforated jacket on today for a bit of air conditioning. It works very well. Although I'm really not a fan of the heat anyway, I haven't said that, regardless of whether it's dry or humid, although obviously I would prefer a dry heat. But yeah, I much prefer cooler weather. Again, possibly could be a autism thing, because us autists do have sensory issues with heat and cold, bright lights, loud noises. We don't like any of that stuff. I've certainly got those. I hate going into public places that are busy, like shopping centres and whatnot. It's just too much going on. And yeah, the heat is not for me at all. Which is funny because my wife actually loves the heat, so opposite ends of the spectrum there. This is Barton-le-Clay, by the way. Anyone who cares. Has an excellent chippy. Yes, I can go that way. Yeah, it's not our closest chippy, but it's the one that we always come to. It's probably about 20 minutes away from us, but they do really good chips. They're a very nice Cypriot family. The irony being that my next door neighbours are a Cypriot, well, Turkish, sorry, family, and they also own chip shops. We've never had chips from their chip shop because it's quite a way away from us. That's all I can tell you about Barton-le-Clay. It's got a very good chip shop, and also it has the most amount of kites. Kite! That I've ever seen in one place. I came down here the other day and there were, I think I counted, was it 30 that I counted or 20? I can't remember, but they were all just flying around all over the houses. Another one over there, and then over the fields over that way. Don't know why there's so many around here, but yeah, literally dozens of them. But I say that I've seen 2 today. It's the wrong time of day for them. Oh man, I keep going for the 6th gear today, which I do not have. I love this road to have a bit of a blast up. Nice and smooth and bendy. Get a good lick of speed down. This is a better road to come down anyway. Little blast, wasn't it? And me shutting up so you can enjoy the sound of Walter. Let's go that way. Thank you. I see quite a few people in the comments have been letting me know that they've got new bikes recently. It's obviously that time of year for it, isn't it? People see spring has sprung. They want to get out and about and enjoy themselves. It was the same for me last year, wasn't it? I got Walter here in May. So yeah, if you do have a new bike, got them recently, hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're being careful if it's your first bike. Should we go this way? That way. Let's go this way. Now I do need to go somewhere that's going to bring me out with a supermarket, because I need to get Mrs. Beena some croissants for her breakfast tomorrow. Because she's just bought a load of really lovely fresh strawberries and now has a hankering for croissants, so I need to get her some. And I also need to get an Amazon gift card. I know this sounds very boring because it's just me rambling and reminding myself to do stuff. But it does raise an interesting point with the Amazon gift card thing. I recently sold something. Recently sold an air rifle to a shop, and they paid in cash. And I don't use cash anymore. Oh, it makes it sound like the Queen, doesn't it? Or the King. But I've been so used to just using my phone or my Apple Watch or paying online that I never use cash. I can't remember the last time I actually went to a bank and got cash out. Where should we go? Should we go that way? Yeah, why not? So it's been really inconvenient. That sounds like such a first world problem, doesn't it? Oh God, someone's given me 80 quid in cash and it's really inconvenient. Might as well just rip it up and throw it away. But it is really inconvenient because, like, the bank's really annoying to get to, and I don't like going in town centre. So I do buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. But I'm just going to convert it into an Amazon gift voucher. But isn't it strange that we've got to that point where cash is becoming a little bit irrelevant in today's modern society? I don't know, maybe that's just me, or I know, certainly me, my wife never use it. Or have you got some sunscreen on, fella? Taking some lovely flowing roads today, haven't we? Jeez, that could really do with the sharp bend sign on it. Hitching, do you want to go hitching? Do you want to carry on down here? I have no idea where I am, la 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 la. Yeah, carry on, it's nice round here, isn't it? I must go, when I was saying about I sold an air rifle to a shop, I must record that journey, because although the first 10 minutes of it is driving through town centre, the rest of it is really picturesque. This way, okay. Yeah, it'll make a great ride out video, so I'll do that next time. Yeah, not pick up, are we? Okay. I don't think I've ever been up here. nice. Oh, that's a really pretty church and grounds. It's a great thing about a motorbike, just exploring around little country roads, especially bikes like this, where you're not focusing on hooning it round as fast as you can, and you're in a nice upright position. You can just potter about and explore all these little villages you didn't know existed near you. All these interesting little back roads. Wow, that is a big house. Now, I think I have been up this bit before. Pretty sure I have. Oh, there's a little lamb in the garden. That was so cute. Garden field. We're going up here, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, I see, you've got a sharp bend this way, but not the other. Helpful. When you're going slow round it. Oh, I tell you what, I wish my pants were vented at the back of my jacket. What side of the road are you on, mate? Jesus. Do not have 6 gears. Look at that terrible lane discipline in front. Wow. What the hell? Why are you driving in the middle of the road? Anyone seen anything like that before? You drive like that? Straddling the white lines? That's crazy. Probably on their phone. I mean, this is a real old person rant, but I was saying to Mrs. Beena this morning when we were off out on the drive taking young Otto out for a walk. I was just saying, I don't know whether it's because I'm just old and more intolerant as I get older. You know, older people who are watching, when you get to have been on the planet for 50 odd years, those little niggles build up over the years and you get really tired of everyone's shit. So I said, I don't know whether it's that or whether the standard of driving has just gotten really bad in the UK, because I see so many people on the road who are just awful. And I'm definitely going to blame mobile phones to some extent, because the amount of times I've seen people driving really erratically and then I've gone past them and they've just been twatting about on their phone. It's just outrageous. That says diversion, but down here? I don't know. Let's try this. See, it's never good when they close roads, because, as we all know, my sense of direction is absolutely atrocious. And in fact, this happened to me yesterday when I went to Letchworth you have to go through a town called Hitchin. Well, one of the routes, the main route from where I live, you go through Hitchin, and they'd closed a road, the main road through Hitchin to get to Letchworth, and there were signs that said road ahead closed, follow diversions, and there were no diversion signs. It just had these signs that just kept saying road ahead closed, follow diversions, right up until you got to the road ahead that was closed, and it was just road closed, and there were literally no diversion signs. And I had no clue where to go because I don't know the area well. I ended up just randomly choosing some back streets and then going through some country roads, and thankfully a little beeline here did reroute and got me there. But yeah, that's not helpful when you're dealing with someone like me who's a complete fuckwit when it comes to directions. Go there. Sod it. Oh well, we're in no hurry. Although this has probably been going on for long enough now, hasn't it? Because no one's needs to watch me being really confused and lost for half an hour, do they? Oh look, there's a diverted traffic sign. Oh, I kind of know where this is as well. Amazingly. I'll probably cut a load of this out, although I'm quite lazy when it comes to editing, so I probably won't. So you'll have to suffer it like I have. Oh, I was just going to say, oh lovely, the smell of fresh cut grass. I got a whiff of that, and then I got a whiff of a load of cow shit just afterwards as I took a deep breath. Down here. Actually, this looks like it did take me to the diversion. I probably ignored it, didn't I saw that lady on that bike about 10 minutes ago. She made it to closer to my house than I did. Oh, I cannot get comfortable today. What's going on here? So someone just parked. Yeah, just parked in the middle of the road here. Well done. What was I saying about the level of driving standards? Someone's just decided that because they had the right of way, they're going to stop in the middle of the road, block all the traffic off. Oh, I've got cramp on my bloody hip now. An absolute twat. Honestly, people can be such dicks, can't they? No need for it. Well, that was a long way around, and we got to see some people acting like children. Always a lot of gravel. Always a lot of gravel on this corner. There's a lovely view though. Thank you. Well, I'm just enjoying the ride and I've run out of things to say. I never had much to say anyway, did I? So let's call it a day, shall we? It's been a long one already. I'm going to have to do some cutting on this one, editing to stop it being too long. So, oh Christ, another person driving really slowly. Hate people. So yeah, anyway, I hope you have a good week. I hope if you're out and about on your bikes, you have a lovely time. As always, ride safe, keep your shiny side up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!